Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hopefully you can see me. My top of my head's not cut off, but if it is, no worries. I basically want you guys to focus on what's in the box. So, about early on at the beginning of the year, I had got a commission done for a Captain America suit. And the girl that did it for me, she's actually based out of the Philippines. And I did a lot of research before I decided to actually go with her. And I really loved how she did her past costumes, her past suits that she had commissioned for other people, and some of the things that she'd done for herself. So after much research, I decided, like I said, to go with her, and I contacted her via Facebook, and she has a site on Facebook where she shows a lot of her designs and a lot of the commissions that she's done in the past. And I'll also throw a link on the descriptions box down there as well, and maybe throw some pictures on after I edit the video after a while. So that way, if you guys are interested, or anybody's interested in maybe hiring her for a commission, you have her information. But as I said, I actually got this done. I commissioned her, I think it was in April of earlier this year. So as you can see, it's end of November right now, and it's taken that long for the commission to get done. However, you know, she was really great to keep me updated on her work in progress. She sent me pictures via email throughout the length of the time as she was working on them, and not to mention, if she had other things that she had going on, then she would also let me know if she had to break in the construction of the suit. That way she can do other things, and I was okay with it. So I knew it would take this long. She told me prior to it that it would take up to 6 months to get it done, because she had other commissions that she had to work on. Nevertheless, it's finally here, and I want to be able to share it with everyone to see exactly what I got. This came all the way from the Philippines, and she did a really great job of making sure she put some fragile tape on it and actually putting, you know, this side up and what have you. So we will see how this suit comes out. I've seen it in pictures. I just have not seen it in person yet. So I'm very excited to do this. And so we'll go ahead and start with cutting the tape here. And I want to be very careful, because the material that she made it with, was some of it was foam, and some of it was Warbler. Now, Warbler, if you guys know, is a very expensive type of foam that a lot of these cosplayers use to design their costumes with. And the reason why I wanted to get a Captain America costume done was because, one, of course, I like Captain America, and two, it would be for any type of conventions that I went to, if I wanted to dress up for cosplay. And three, and I'm looking at maybe doing some charity events and giving back out there to the community for maybe at the hospital. I've seen some people who dress up as superheroes and they go to the hospital just to visit the kids and things like that, to make them feel better. So that's another reason why I wanted to do that, to kind of give back to the community, to the kids. So looks like she did a really good job of wrapping this up in a few different boxes, and she's got some styrofoam in here as well. Now this suit comes in a few different pieces, and she threw in, looks like, some zip ties to go along with it. Everything is actually bubble wrapped fairly good. So let's do this. We'll move this aside. The greatest thing about video editing is that later on If I don't want a specific thing in the video, I can go in there and I can cut it out and decide later on what I want to use, what I don't want to use, especially if there's a lag in my dialogue. Alright, so this must be the main suit right here. As you guys can see, she wrapped this bad boy up pretty good, and that looks like everything in the box. So what I'll do, alright, so here it is. I have got to go through these pieces to exactly see, make sure everything fits and what have you. But this right here is, of course, is the chest piece. It actually fits pretty well too. And I asked her to make the star where it actually glows. Oh, not glows, but turns on. So she actually fitted it in the back where you can put a 9-volt battery in it and a switch where you can turn on and on, so that way it actually lights up. So pretty cool. And this is the back portion to it, and it'll snap on. Looks like it snaps on just like this. Yeah, so it'll snap on. I won't do that now, but it'll actually snap on just like that. So pretty cool. Very nice. And then you have the abdominal portion of it right here. And I asked her to make an area where it's abdominal, that way it's a little bit of protection. And here's the back. And I like the way how she did it. And of course I talked through the specs of what I wanted, and instead of actually doing a belt, it's just more of an attachment to the lower abdominal portions of it. So, and this portion right here actually goes, oops, I'm going to break shit already, actually goes to the top portion of this. Yeah, to that. So that hooks onto that top portion. And so there's two portions of that. Like I said, looks like what she did was where you can actually have it velcroed on. Now, here's another cool accessory that I asked her to do, and you got to wear gloves for this, but this is where your hands will fit in. Your fingers, your hands and your fingers will fit in here. And yep, actually, she did a real good job of fitting those in for my fingers. But I will have to wear really thin gloves. I have to be really cautious too. I don't want to break anything. And so it's kind of like, I told her to make it kind of like a Iron Man glove, a gauntlet. And this goes right here, just like that, and that will also light up as well. So that way I can, is it like that? Probably goes like this, yeah. So it will also light up, so that way it's kind of a, my whole idea was, you know, being that he's a Venture and Tony Stark makes everything for them, that he kind of incorporated a little bit of his Iron Man type of suit into this. That way, you know, he doesn't always have to use a gun or whatever. So he has a shield, and then he has that, you know, power glove thing that he uses. Okay. All right. So that's kind of cool. And I'll just have to find some maybe red or black gloves to fit that. I gotta be really careful with this because when it's not on my fingers, really nice. This portion right here goes to the deltoids. So that way it protects your deltoids. And she got that part really nice too. It fits really well. And there's two of these. Really nice. And this right here is a thigh piece. Yeah, it goes this way. So that's a thigh piece. And then you have the shin piece right there. And this goes a little bit higher. Just like that. Pretty neat. Okay, and then this portion is actually for this area right here, your forearm. So it's one whole large piece, and kind of cool. So I thought so too. But anyway, so that looks like all the parts and pieces are here. I'm very thrilled. I'm very happy to finally receive it. And as you can tell, this is Warbless. It's a very strong type of plastic or foam. So pretty badass piece, and maybe I'll make a video or take some pictures of me wearing it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.